Asha never believed the stars were silent. She always thought they whispered to anyone brave enough to listen. Growing up in a small coastal town, she spent nights on the rooftop with a telescope older than her father's fishing boat, mapping constellations and dreaming of distant skies. Years later, her dream took her far from the ocean, into the European Space Agency, where she trained as an engineer. That was where she met Orion, an astronaut whose name alone made him seem destined for the sky. He was quiet, kind, with laughter that felt like gravity, soft, warm, and impossible to escape. They started as colleagues, running simulations and fixing equipment late into the night. But soon their conversations drifted beyond work, to books, childhood, and the stars that had shaped them both. Sometimes he found her on the observation deck, staring at the night sky as though she missed someone she had never met. "There's a story in every star," she told him once. "Then I hope ours will be close to each other," he replied. Their mission came sooner than expected, an experimental trip to a lunar research station. Training intensified, and so did their connection. They shared stolen moments during breaks, leaning shoulder to shoulder, exchanging dreams they'd never spoken aloud. When the launch day arrived, Asha felt fear blooming inside her, not of the sky, but of losing what she hadn't yet confessed. In the capsule, as the engines roared to life, Orion squeezed her hand. "No matter how far we go, I'll find you," he whispered. The moon welcomed them in pale silence, dust sparkling beneath their boots. Days turned into weeks as they worked tirelessly in low gravity, cataloging minerals, repairing systems, and sending data back to Earth. In the quiet loneliness of space, their feelings deepened. They shared packaged meals while watching Earthrise, their helmets touching like a quiet kiss. One night, as they floated in the observation module, Orion pointed to a cluster of bright blue stars. "They say if two people make the same wish while looking at them, fate will bind them," he said. Asha laughed, asking what he wished for. He only smiled. Everything changed when a solar flare collided with their communications array, cutting them off from Earth. Repairs were dangerous, requiring a spacewalk across damaged panels sparking with static charge. Orion insisted on going with her. Outside, the stars looked close enough to touch. Space hummed like a heartbeat. But as they worked, a shockwave rocked the station. Asha slipped, spinning away into darkness. Orion lunged, catching her tether, pulling her into his arms. Their helmets touched, and Asha heard his trembling breath. "I wished for you," he said. They made it back inside, shaken but alive. Earth eventually re-established contact, launching a rescue mission. Before departure, Asha found Orion sketching constellations on the station glass. He told her he dreamed of a life where they woke beneath the same ceiling of stars. No helmet, no countdown. When they returned to Earth, crowds cheered. But Asha heard only her heartbeat and his steps beside hers. Months later, during a quiet evening by the sea, Orion surprised her with a telescope engraved with their mission name. As waves kissed the shore, he traced the constellation he once showed her. 2 stars side by side. "I think the universe always planned this," he said. Asha leaned into him, heart steady, knowing that while the stars had brought them together, love would keep them grounded, no matter how far they someday flew.